بالسيد سمير أباقيل لقبوله الدعوة. اليوم لنا ضيف من العيار الثقيل، فهو سيحاضر، والمحاضرة ستكون تحت عنوان الكفايات التواصلية بين الحكم والمدرب من أجل تدبير جيد للمقابلة. فالسيد سمير أباقيل غني عن كل تعريف، فهو حكم دولي مكون لدى الفيفا، كان ضمن الطاقم التحكيمي في الألعاب الأولمبية بلندن، وسيكون بفضل الله وقوته في الألعاب الأولمبية المقبلة باليابان. حضر كحكم دولي في 6 مناسبات في بطولة العالم لكرة السلة، وحضر كحكم دولي أيضا في 4 مناسبات في البطولة الإفريقية، وسيكون بحول الله ضمن الطاقم التحكيمي للأندية البطلة تحت التسمية الجديدة البال التي ستنظم قريبا. نحن أمام ضيف نفتخر به كمغاربة، لأننا نعتبره الممثل الدائم لكرة السلة المغربية، وهو ولله الحمد عندما لا تكون كرة السلة المغربية ممثلة بفريقها الوطني يكون الحكم الدولي ولله الحمد متواجدا دائما. Dear adherents, I thank our distinguished guests for having accepted our invitation. The international referee Samir is a special guest who has a great curriculum vitae, and we're going to relate only highlights of his career. Samir Abaakil is an international referee. He is a FIBA instructor. He did the Olympic Games of London, and he is going to be present, God willing, in the Olympic Games of Japan. He officiates 6 times World Championship basketball. He did 4 African Championship. He is named to officiate the championship of the clubs called Actually Ball in its first edition. We are proud of him as Moroccan. We consider him the permanent representative of Moroccan basketball. When Moroccan basketball is not represented in the Intercontinental Championship, the referee Samir is always here. Now the floor is yours, referee Samir. Good luck.
First of all, thank you, Mr. Wahidi. Thank you, Mr. Aziz. Did you hear me well? Est-ce que vous entendez bien? Okay. First of all, thank you for MBCA Academy, MBCA Association, Moroccan Association for Coach. I'm really proud to be with you, to be a member of this positive energy, and to be a part to give something and to share with you something who will be good for the future for the young coach and the 18, or for every coach, even it was for basketball, handball, or even any sport, any kind of sport. First of all, I will make the presentation in English, okay, and then I will explain in French. Time to time, they will be in Arabic. If you have something, you can send a message to, if I can repeat it for you in your language, what you want, is no problem. But as you know, as an international instructor FIBA for ref, we have to speak just in English. Our language, official language, is English, but as you know, there is many persons who want to follow this session. Now we will start with our presentation, and we will we take not just this presentation will be inshallah in YouTube, and then I will send it to the responsibles in this association to share with you the PowerPoint presentation. Even if you have any questions, and then any topics to discuss, we can do it together. You have my email, you have my Facebook, my Instagram, and we can share together and to discuss about something, even for coaching or for officiating. There's no problem. But take in mind for this presentation that what we have to do this is like a ref who will talk with coaches and to help them how to build a bridge between coaches and refs, because you know the two persons, they are so important personality to give more positive things to manage their game. The coach need to win the game, to manage his players.
Sorry, Ref Samir, sorry to interrupt you, but some fans are asking to raise little your voice and the load. Please, sorry.
Tu veux dire plus de la voix nasale?
Exactly. Thank you so much, and sorry for interrupting you.
Okay. Well, I will try. Okay. We will start Al-Barakatillah. Donc, as you like, well, the presentation is in writing in English. We will discuss in English, also in French, and if it's possible, of course, in Arabic. But we have different population, different persons, different skills from different countries with us. Okay, we will start for the first time. This is our discussion about who are you? What is your role? What is your responsibility like a coach? We started with the discussion with the reflection about the inside the people, you as a coach, and then we will find until the end that it depends on what are you, what do you have. After we can talk about what do you have to do with the other refs. First of all, as you know, the role of coach, as he can be a trainer, teacher, taxi driver, leader, everything. And especially in Arabic country, or especially in Morocco, you can find a coach for young people doing everything for the people, for his players. He's like a family, and you know what can do or did a coach for this population, this kind of population. Who never if you ask some coaches, I knew some friend coaches from Morocco for young people that they did everything. This is like a member of family, and we will discuss then which approach of role or approach of working with young people. Ce que je viens de dire, c'est que pour le rôle, on va commencer de travailler sur l'intérieur. L'intérieur, c'est vous, avant de commencer de parler comment y faire pour communiquer avec de telles compétences avec les arbitres pour mener à bien la gestion d'un match. Donc, c'est de l'introversion. C'est une manière de se questionner qui sommes-nous, quel est notre rôle. Je parle en tant qu'entraîneur maintenant avec vous parce que je mets la casquette de l'entraîneur. On fait tout. On peut être un chauffeur, on peut être l'entraîneur, on peut être le manager, même on peut être celui qui garde les petits objets de nos enfants, celui qui motive, celui qui fait la discipline, qui aide à créer un climat, un environnement social, un environnement familial, et en même temps, le technicien qui fait quelque chose de technique pour ses poussins. Mais, but it's a various coaching styles. There's many styles. These ministers, you know, I'm not so expert in this area, but I worked before as a teacher. I worked before as a coach in the university. I worked as a coach with younger people, and for this time, I'm a ref, but I'm still working, because if you don't know this person, what his role, his responsibility, the other one, the coach, how he's working, you cannot manage the communication with him. That means that for all the time, you have to have an idea to know the other one, the ref, what is his profile, how he's working, how he's deciding, what he can do, what he cannot do, what he loves, what he hates, everything about the other that you can communicate with him. Different style. This ref enthusiastic, but like experience. This is a coach who is more motivated, and he's present for all the time, and he has not more experience. And you can find yourself time to time in this different style. Nice guy. This is a coach who is for all the time. There's no problem. He is like a parent. He's like a papa for the younger. For all the time he is smiling. For all the time he is for to serve the other. he is somebody who young player look to him like a father. Single-minded or fanatical. Fanatical. This is I know. I give you the styles, but I have an idea about some of coaches in Morocco, but I cannot tell it here because that will be not good. But fanatical, you know, this is he sleeps and he wake up by basketball, but with young people. He for all the time, for him, this is coaching young people. Easygoing, this like laissez-faire. It's like there is no problem for him. Everything is going well. For him, this is about the environment, about the context of the situation where he is going. If you look to him or you discuss with him, this is somebody who is, there is no problem. Everything is good. Everything will be good for young players. Business, this is a coach with template. Everything is organized with a date, with money. He is somebody who worked with sheets like in Excel. He worked like MS Project. In his mind, is somebody who can discuss with you a project in 1, 2, 3, or 4 years. And this is a bit like in his mind is like businessman. Everything is calculated. And now effective and respected coach, that's, you know, we can, all the other styles for the nice guy, for the easygoing business girl, they are also respected and effective, but the effective who can work with young people and take many things to work with them. This is not focused for social situation or social relationship with players, with coaches, but he's like we can take, he can be this kind of this style. He can be enthusiastic, nice guy, fanatical, easygoing as a business coach. On est en train de parler des styles de styles d'entraîneur. Il y en a beaucoup de styles et c'est tout à fait normal. C'est comme pour les arbitres, pour les profs, pour les animateurs, pour les politiciens, pour tout le monde. Et ici, différents styles, ça veut dire c'est comme différentes personnalités, entre parenthèses, d'entraîneurs. Il y a l'entraîneur qui est enthousiaste, est motivé, c'est quelqu'un qui mais n'a pas assez d'expérience. Il y a le beau gars, le bon entraîneur, le bien, l'ange gardien, si on veut dire comme ça. Il y a celui qui est fanatique, qui parle, qui dort, qui se réveille avec seulement avec le basket, les jeunes, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire le week-end, quand est-ce qu'on va s'entraîner. Il y a le easygoing, tout est bon, tout est bien, il n'y a pas de problème. Pour lui, c'est comme si vous êtes dans un contexte familial. Le business coach, c'est un entraîneur qui est, tout est calculé, tout est bien préparé, tout est programmé. On peut lui parler même sur une année, 2 ans, 3 ans de travail. Il peut vous dire un projet qui s'étale sur le court et le moyen et le long terme. Effectif et respectable coach, c'est celui, si on veut dire, celui qui rassemble tout dans tous les styles, mais c'est quelqu'un qui prend toutes les variables en considération. Il y a le contexte, il y a l'administration, il y a les familles, il y a l'enfant, il y a la scolarité des enfants. C'est quelqu'un qui englobe beaucoup de styles et de qualités, qui soit quelqu'un qui est le parfait, si on veut dire, le parfait entraîneur. Il y a différentes approches different approach to coaching. Il y a task-oriented approach. This is about who strives to achieve goals. He has some goals, some targets, and for him, he's focusing for teaching skills. For teaching skills effectively. This is some coach I know also in Morocco. For him, this is about drive, dribble, shoot. For him, in the end of the year, we need that my team must all the member of my team can make a dribble, make a drive to the basket, make a technical shot. For the social-oriented approach, he can work in with task-oriented technical approach, but also he takes care about the group, about the dynamic of this group, and he wants that he is more relationship, more social techniques, tactic, and more social and more friendship. That is like building team technically and tactically, but more importance he gives more importance for the social and relationship between players, more cooperatively working, and for your coach like you, or for the best coaches or international coach, they cannot just task-oriented or orientation. That means that we can start it for the start of our career with the task-oriented approach, and then we will be in the end at social-oriented approach. That means this depends on your career history. You cannot be with the first approach of second approach. Ça, on est en train de parler des approches d'entraînement. Il y a celui qui est orienté objectif, et là des objectifs à atteindre, et en même temps, elle a cette orientation de faire apprendre un ensemble de compétences, que ce soit technique, tactique, dans le domaine de l'entraînement. Et il y a aussi l'orientation sociale, et c'est un entraîneur qui s'oriente davantage sur l'environnement social, sur la relationnelle, sur la dynamique de groupe, la dynamique d'équipe, pour qu'il puisse faire ressortir au maximum les bonnes choses et faire valoir les compétences à faire apprendre à ces poulains. Mais il n'y en a pas des entraîneurs qui commencent, qui adoptent une approche bien distincte, mais il y en a des entraîneurs qui commencent par une telle approche et finissent par l'autre, ou bien qui jumellent les deux approches, et de temps à autre, ils font valoir une approche sur l'autre. Alors, for the moment, our topic is about communication. We have to define, we have to present how the three dimensions of communication. First one, for our coaches, this is not about to have more specific knowledge, but you need to communicate. This is about like who mastered how to drive a car very well technically, but he cannot do it. He cannot drive this car in Casablanca, in Rabat. He can just drive in the car alone. This is like you have more specific knowledge. You can master how to drive the car technically, but you need to communicate. You need to communicate, to teach. And if you need to teach, you need to communicate, you need to communicate, you need to teach. This is like aller-retour. Et c'est pas question de maîtriser l'aspect technique de l'entraînement, mais vous avez besoin d'autres facteurs, et surtout la communication. C'est via cette communication, via ces canaux de communication, que vous arriverez à faire apprendre à tes élèves, à tes enfants, comment agir, réagir dans un espace de jeu. Mais ici, ce qui est intéressant, c'est the best one is good communication comes not only from what you say. This is about content, what you want to say to me. It's like what you want to say to me, but how you say it. This is the big problem. Le grand problème, c'est pas qu'est-ce que vous voulez me faire transmettre en termes d'information, mais votre manière. Maintenant, je suis en train d'utiliser tout le temps mes mains parce que je suis quelqu'un de kinesthésique, je suis quelqu'un de visuel. Si vous êtes, je vais vous transmettre de l'information, un ensemble d'informations et partir comme ça va pas marcher. Et c'est ça où il y a beaucoup de carences. Il faut faire attention. Take care about when you communicate. This is not just about words, but also about gesture. And try to give short idea about this words, and just give an idea about your attitude. How are you? Our culture, about our education, family education. And we started in our culture in Morocco, we started, if you want to tell something to somebody, we start with to make an introduction, to tell him why and what. But if you write, if you read for Anglophone people from England, from USA, from the start, they start with you with what they want to tell you directly. In the discussion, there is not more words, and then there is what he will give you like a content, and then there is at the end of this is from the beginning. Good morning. Today we want to talk about the team, about the topic 1, topic 2. What do you think? And boom. This is short, clear, and there is not more and gesture to use it. Also, in the communication, there's a sending and the receiving. The big problem this is that when we send, when we send information, now when I'm speaking to you, when I talk to you, for me it's enough. Now I try to be sure that you are receiving and that you are receiving my information, and they need a feedback in the communication. To talk about communication, this to tell it's good communication. It's just not about sending, but to be sure. This is like DHL. When you send something via DHL, or they send you something via DHL. The best thing in this in this situation is if you really receive it, your thing from DHL, from the person who sent it to you. This is not just about sending. There is in the third dimension, this is verbal and non-verbal. Verbal, non-verbal, it's like this. Verbal, I'm talking to you, non-verbal. I take care about this. We will see in the next slide, there's a big problem with non-verbal. Even problems, many problems. This is not about verbal content, about verbal words. This is about non-verbal, about gesture. And I will give you more examples. I will not give the name of reps. I will try to use it, for example, from MBCA, but take care, like for all the time, when I'm talking now, I have an idea and I have a name in Morocco, okay? But don't worry about that, okay? For also communication, take care about the content and the emotion with this content. Voilà. Il faut prendre en considération dans la majorité du temps pour les messages, il ne suffit pas de lancer l'information, mais aussi s'assurer qu'il a été reçu par l'autre. Et c'est ça l'essentiel. Il y a là où il y a les carences. Autre chose, il y a la dimension verbale et non verbale. Et dans le non verbal, qu'il y a beaucoup de problèmes, parce qu'on essaiera d'utiliser beaucoup de gestures de body language, notre langage du corps, et ce langage du corps peut heurter les sensibilités de celui qui reçoit, celui qui est en train de vous parler. Aussi, dans la communication, il y a le contenu et il y a l'émotion qui est avec ces contenus. Parfois, on verra par la suite dans des exemples, il y en a des entraîneurs qui est en train de vous parler avec des gestes qui peuvent vous enfoncer, parce qu'il y a tout le monde qui est en train de voir le match de loin, mais n'écoute pas ce qu'il est en train de vous dire. Mais vous, en tant qu'entraîneur, vous pouvez parler avec l'arbitre avec politesse, mais vos gestes que vous utilisez peuvent l'agresser et comme ça, vous entrez en conflit avec cet arbitre. Communication is not only about sending. This is the perfect, and 70% is no-verbal communication. All the problems in communication is about no-verbal and tone of your voice all the time. Also, it is about content, information content with emotion in this communication. Conclusion in this 3 dimensions is many people need to improve on the receiving. This is in the communication for all the time. This is about listening. This is not about what are you talking about. Communication is about more listening, not to talk more. Now, why we are talking now about your role, about you? Why? And why we are talking about all the slides where I made the presentation? Because you cannot give away what you don't have. You have to focus on yourself for the time. You have to talk to yourself and to tell what is my approach in coaching. What is my style of coaching? Who I am, how I communicate, how is my voice. I'm sure that I am focusing in sending and receiving. How is my non-verbal communication? Can everybody tell me, or your wife in house, your girlfriend, your friend on the coffee, your colleagues in the work, can you ask him how is your non-verbal, your body language with him? Have you anytime, one day in your life, asking yourself, if you didn't ask yourself, if you didn't make a question about who you are, you cannot develop yourself, because you know from the defense mechanism in our personality, psychological personality, for all the time we are talking about the other. This is not me, this is the other. This is my neighbor. This is about life. This is about the rest. You know, this now you have to start to tell to yourself, hey, Samir, I'm a coach. Look at me in the mirror. If I didn't have something, I cannot give this tank or another tank to the other. Il faut se poser toujours cette question. Pourquoi on a commencé par ce rôle de l'entraîneur, par ses styles d'entraînement, par ses approches d'entraînement? C'est une manière de se demander à vous-même, qui êtes-vous, première des choses. On ne peut pas commencer parce que le thème, il est très, très simple à voir. Le thème, il est quelles sont les compétences de communication entre l'entraîneur et l'arbitre pour une gestion efficace bilatérale entre les deux entités. C'est facile de venir et dire oui, je vais voir comment je vais parler avec l'autre. Mais est-ce qu'il faut se poser la question? Parlez avec vous-même en premier lieu. Est-ce que vous vous communiquez avec vous-même? Est-ce que vous communiquez par votre langage corporel avec vous-même? Posez-vous cette question, posez-vous des questions sur votre style, sur votre approche d'entraînement pour que vous puissiez davantage aller de l'avant pour un développement. Avant qu'on passe à la deuxième étape, excusez-moi, je vais allumer la lumière. OK. C'est un grand tableau. It says, I will not trying to make a presentation for that but take care about your position in communication, your position when you are positioning on the course. Take care about your body language, body posture. You are facing. I'm not talking yet about coach and dress. Huh? Don't worry, we will come. We have enough time now. Eye contact, but take care. When eye contact, this is about sensitivity and confidence. But take care about this. In other countries, when you are looking eyes to eyes, it's not good. Don't take care about this. Voice speak, all the problems, this is about your voice, your tongue, about your voice. You are using a down, aigu, medium, and other third one. This is like about medium or grow. This is like you are singing, comme un chanteur. Listening, this is the perfect thing to communicate. I will tell you why. When there is a coach is yelling to you, or you are near to a coach, when you are near to a coach, and he's also using with his voice, and he's like crying, and everybody is hearing you, everybody is hearing him on the court, on the gym. Give him the time to finish what he wants to tell you, and But when he finishes, ask him, why you are crying? I'm near you. This is the best strategy, the best tactic. That means, coach, please, you don't need to cry. I hear you very well. And then don't forget, for the next time, we will stop to yelling to you for all the rest of the game. Okay. For the feedback, this is the quality of communication. You are sending, you need to receive it. If you are just sending, it's not impossible to talk about communication. En général, c'est un tableau, il faut prendre ça en considération. C'est que lorsque vous êtes en train de communiquer en tant qu'entraîneur, prends en considération votre position, votre langage du corps. C'est très, très intéressant. Qu'est-ce que vous faites avec vos mains, vos gestes? Le contact visuel est très intéressant à prendre aussi en considération. Dans d'autres cultures, c'est très, très difficile de faire les yeux directs parce qu'il y en a qui refusent que vous le voyez directement dans les yeux. Votre niveau de voix, la façon avec laquelle vous parlez, le niveau de voix. Est-ce que vous êtes aigu, médium ou grave? Et dans ça, est-ce que vous êtes en train de crier? Tous les problèmes qui commencent dans les communications, c'est à cause de ce niveau de votre voix. Écoutez au maximum, donnez le temps à l'autre de parler. Et ça marche sur quel que soit que vous travaillez avec vos enfants, quel que soit vous parlez avec le président de l'équipe, quel que soit que vous êtes sur le terrain, vous parlez avec l'entraîneur. Donc, ce sont the basic tasks. Et le feedback, c'est le plus intéressant. Il ne s'agit pas d'envoyer le message, de donner le message, mais il faut s'assurer que le message a été bien reçu et attendre un feedback sur ça. Maintenant, on passe directement à la relation. Vous voyez, donc, on a fini avec le coach, avec le monsieur, le big man qui va nous gérer une équipe de 12 enfants ou 12 joueurs avec des remplaçants, avec beaucoup de variables humaines. Donc, il y a la variable humaine est très, très intéressante ici. Relationship and communication. Both have valuable role. Without them, we cannot play the game. They have to work together. And stop. No need to explain, no need to improve no need to give another argument to this. Both of them must work together. Your attitude reflects your style of leadership. Why? What you do, you or as a coach, or what he did, the referees, they have a strong impact through the play to approach officials and the game. Don't forget that. Don't forget that what you do, they will do it in the future. For them, this is not about technical things, about a game, it's about a score, it's about the driver. You have a big influence on your kids. Don't forget that tomorrow with the teacher, you will lead these kids to work on his classroom. You have a big influence on these kids. Take care about that. This is not easy to coach young people. This is for me. If they ask me the big level in coaching must be requested for kids, because what you did now with your kids, they will remember it in 20 years after. And for me, I remember my coach until now. Until now, I remember my coach when I was younger player basketball. Again, as we told about, this is not about what you say, but how you say it. How you say it. Et on revient toujours sur cette relation, cette communication entre l'entraîneur et l'arbitre. Il ne s'agit pas il faut prendre en considération que ce que vous faites, toi, l'entraîneur et l'arbitre, il a beaucoup d'impact sur l'avenir de cet enfant et sur sa façon d'approcher l'arbitrage, la façon d'approcher l'entraînement. Pour lui, vous êtes quelqu'un de leadership. C'est quelqu'un parfois comme son parent, sa maman, mais plus que ça parce que on se souvient jusqu'à maintenant de nos entraîneurs lorsqu'on était trop petit. Et prenez en considération, pour moi, ça me vient à moi-même personnellement, pour moi, je préfère que au lieu d'avoir un niveau young coach ou level 1 pour aller travailler avec les jeunes, je préfère qu'ils soient encadrés par des entraîneurs de minimum level 2. Minimum level 2, not young coach, not level 1. Parce que c'est très, très sensible de travailler avec des enfants de cet âge. Et comme on vient de dire, il ne s'agit pas de qu'est-ce que vous voulez passer comme information, mais la manière avec laquelle vous voulez passer cette information. Communication must be made in order to obtain information. This is not to discuss. We are not on the coffee. When you are on the court, when you want to communicate with the ref, when you want to communicate with your players, when you want to communicate for everybody on the court, this communication is about to obtain information. This is not to talk for everything, as the style, as the culture for people from USA, from England. They are straight. They started from the beginning. From the beginning, we need to talk about this. We finish it with this. Well, this is not about. Dans notre culture, on a quelque chose que nous, le pays de la Méditerranée, c'est des études qui ont été faites en sociologie, nous, et sur la culture interorganisationnelle, c'est que nous avons beaucoup de choses comme l'élasticité du temps. Heureusement, pour ce meeting, on a commencé qui vient d'être instauré pour cette association, cette jeune association, on a commencé à temps. Donc, il y a cette culture de l'élasticité de temps. L'élasticité de temps, ça veut dire on se voit demain matin, qui commence de 6h du mat jusqu'à midi. On se rappelle le soir. Le soir, ça commence de salat al-maghrib jusqu'à minuit. Il y a ce problème de l'essai mañana sur les espaces. Demain, Inch'Allah. Demain, Inch'Allah. Dans notre culture, c'est qu'on est habitué à parler beaucoup pour dire une idée. Et c'est ça le truc. Donc, lorsque vous étiez sur un terrain, il faut demander, il faut parler, chercher l'information. C'est pas communiquer pour chercher une information. C'est pas communiquer pour communiquer. Et dans la communication, if you are on the court, focus on the present, not on the past. Like a coach, never ask a ref or your young players, did you remember when you lose the ball in free throw? When you are talking to the coach, hey, how is possible that did you call a foul in first quarter against number 24 when he were in driving to the basket? This is not a communication. You are like speaking. Take care about that. Don't talk more. Don't talk about the past because you need to focus on the present now, to focus with your guys to finish the game. If you started talking about the past on your game, you cannot continue. You cannot be concentrated to finish your game well. Now, when communication can and can't take place. While the clock is running, never talk to a ref. Never asking something to them. It's impossible to give you an answer. That means that feel that you are not professional. You are starting to coaching. How it's possible? The clock is running. The play is going on. Everybody is looking to the kids playing, to the players is going to the basket. Time to time, the player is in the act of shooting or he's driving to the basket. Coach, ref. What do you want? How is possible? What do you ask him? What do you want to communicate? If you want to communicate, to send in just information, this is good for you. But what we are talking about before, this is about sending and receiving. And when you are crying, you are asking for information to the ref. You have to wait for an answer. But how it can possible for a ref to stop the clock and give you an answer? It's now good for you, like a coach, to do it, and especially with young people, because in France, I think in the Middle East, and perhaps in Casablanca, without telling the name of the club, the parent is present on the court with you. As a parent, if I'm as a parent, my kids is with you, and you are the coach of my kids, and my kids is playing, all the kids is playing, and you are crying to the ref, and the clock is running. Ref, please, ref, please again. For me, it's bad today. You are not a coach. You are not a coach. Sorry. You can communicate with it during the clock stop. This is the good time, but it's not for all the time. You cannot ask him about what ask him, hey, what do you think about the last call? It's not possible. There is a clock stop. and you are asking the ref information. What do you want from this information in asking the ref? That means that you need something in the future. You need something in the next of the game, not just to discuss with the ref. And time to time, the problem is coach asks for a timeout, and in the timeout, he asks the ref to discuss with him something. And then the timeout is for the players. This is not for you and the ref. And time to time, we can find a situation when the ref, the coach asks for a timeout and answer to the court or the field and come in to the refs. The three refs is the other side of the court, and the coach is coming. It's so bad, so bad. It is not because you are going to the how it's possible you leave 12 kids, young players, you leave your players, even in senior, you leave all the players and you are coming. You are losing the time for the timeout. You are losing your attitude, your personality, and everybody is looking to you. What he is going to talk to the ref, and he is not. And the bad thing that the ref refused to talk to you and ask you to go back to your bench. Now I'm just wanted no, coach, please go back to your bench, and I'm coming to discuss with you. And when this body language everybody is watching to it, it's not good. This is not good. Even in your senior, international, young coach, is bad and bad. And take care about that. The timeout is for your team. This is not for the rest. Do not enter the field during the timeout. And time to time, when there is an injury situation, Fred is injured on the court. Fred is injured, and everybody's coming. It's so complicated, the situation. This is some situation. There is the player injured is so difficult to remove it from the court, and the doctor, the other players, substitutes, the coach, and I don't know who is responsible for the bottle of water. Everybody is yelling to you to the court. It's possible. It was a foul. It's a big foul. There's no sense for that. You can bring your player outside, and then you have to talk with the ref, because take it in your mind for all the time. When you want to communicate with the ref, take care about that you need to receive something again, but at what time? For the next time, for the next play. Il faut prendre ça en considération, c'est que lorsque vous êtes en train de communiquer avec les arbitres, il y en a des moments. Vous ne pouvez pas demander à l'arbitre alors que le temps marche. Le temps est en marche et vous êtes en train de lui demander. Ça ne marche pas. C'est pas d'une façon. Il ne veut pas vous répondre. Il va tout ignorer. Ça d'une part. D'autre part, il y en a des moments où il y en a des entraîneurs qui prennent un temps mort. Et en même temps qu'ils prennent un temps mort, au lieu de se concentrer sur leur temps mort, ils commencent à parler à l'arbitre. Il fait perdre le temps mort à ses poulains, quel que soit junior, senior. Et en même temps, c'est même l'arbitre, il commence à se demander comment ça se fait de demander un temps mort pour son équipe et après pour me parler. Donc, c'est pas professionnel. Ça, d'une part. Parfois, on tombera sur un arbitre qui demande un temps mort et rentre sur le terrain. Et lorsqu'il est en train de marcher, c'est pas bien. Ça reflète pas que l'entraîneur est respectable et responsable. Et surtout, lorsque l'arbitre refuse de lui parler, lui dit retournez dans ton banc et sur le banc d'équipe et je viens vous parler. Et lorsqu'il lui fait revenir sur le banc, c'est une mauvaise image. Et la dégradation de l'image de marque de cet entraîneur tombe à plat. Il y en a beaucoup de stratégies, on va les voir par la suite comment il fait. Évitez aussi de parler du banc de 3 secondes, ou de compter 1, 2, 3, 4, vous n'allez jamais avoir un retour d'information. Prenez toujours ça en considération. Il ne s'agit pas de crier, parce qu'on a des stratégies pour que vous puissiez avoir des arbitres avec vous. Now, first question for you. Do you yell at ref? Est-ce que vous criez sur les arbitres? Si vous êtes parmi nous ici, quelqu'un qui crie sur les arbitres tout le temps, on va en parler. Comment trouver une solution pour ne pas? Parce que lorsque vous criez, c'est pas un comportement mature. Parce que vous savez, lorsque vous êtes de crier tout le temps, vous pouvez crier à des moments bien précis pour avoir un retour. Do you yell at refs? This is a question for you. In MBA, you know, but we will say we will take care about a situation where the coach is yelling to have a technical foul. Time to time, the strategy of coaches, and we have an example from MBA, he knew very well that he will have a technical foul, and he needs a technical foul. We will say it. 99% of time, the coaches are good people. They are good people. Don't tell that because he's yelling all the time, he's yelling, he's crying all the time against refs, he's not good. No. 99% these coaches are good people. But they have a bad role model. Ce ne sont pas un modèle à suivre. Perhaps they see on coach on TV because you know our coach, our new coach for young, when we started coaching, we chose coaching or officiating. We are following some refs or some people on the TV, and you like to do like him. On the TV, you are liking a coach. You are watching a TV and you see that on the TV, the coach is jumping, yelling, screaming, and you want to do like him. To feel that you are a coach, take care about this. And now, how many times we hear about coaches that, what game are you watching? Well, to the ref, they are yelling to the ref, but you need glasses, ref, you need glasses. How it's possible? You didn't see this. How it's possible? Everybody on the court is watching the game and seeing these are foul. How are you not asked to call that? Or how much did you pay you? This is to the shower. This is be sure. How kind of car was that? This is a personal foul, normal personal foul. This is not like everybody is showing this is a personal foul. Do you ask you what kind of call was that? What is possible? And for the new rules for unsportsmanlike foul, it's so difficult for coaches. For me, for coaches, they have to make a session for unsportsmanlike foul, for a technical foul, because the rules is changed, and they can, if the coaches have an idea and know the new rules, they can use it against the other coach on the court. We need, this is for me just a suggestion for Mr. Aziz Krouache and Mr. Wahidi. I don't know, put a session or organize a session for new rules for all the coaches. That will be perfect for our association. Oh, come on, ref. This is the use it sentence. Do you know how to use a whistle? This is like the shower room. That should be a non-sportsmanlike foul. We can accept it. But listen, scream as much as you want. They aren't listening. You know why? Because you are insulting him then. Because you are crying to them. Because you are telling something is not good, they will not accept it. They will not accept it. And when you didn't accept something, you will not take care. That's all. That means you are just talking to yourself and to give a bad image of your personality. But yelling at ref can hurt your team. You know the consequence of all of this. You will see, poor coaching. When you started yelling, crying, hey, coach, how it's possible, poor coaching, you are not focused on your team. Vous n'êtes pas concentré sur ton équipe parce que tu es en train de crier sur l'arbitre et tu es orienté sur cet arbitre. Donc, vous n'êtes pas concentré sur ton jeu, sur les 7 qui sont sur le banc, sur les 5 qui sont à tout le temps en faute, vous agitez, vous jetez c'est pas ta veste. Vous n'êtes pas concentré, c'est tout à fait normal. Votre, entre parenthèses, votre discours, elle est là, doit être orientée sur les jeux, sur le management de tes joueurs, sur le résultat. Et pour coaching, You will need stitched-up moments for your player. You cannot see what will happen for your player on the court, and you can forget if you have to do some substitutions or something like this. That means you are yelling for coaching. Second one, you will never get won't get answer on call when you need the question because you are yelling all the time. The time when you need to have information from the ref, they will not give it to you. Why? Because you are all the time is crying. When you need him to give you information about something, he will not, because you lose trust to him between coach and ref. And also, what happened with young refs, they will call against you. Il va réagir contre vous. C'est tout à fait normal par mécanisme de défense. Vous êtes en train de crier sur moi. Qu'est-ce que je vais prouver pour tout le monde que vous ne faites pas une influence sur moi et que je suis quelqu'un qui, c'est pas moi, et que je suis quelqu'un, l'arbitre que je suis quelqu'un qui va donner une information, donner une image pour tout le monde que je suis influençable. Et il y en a parmi nous ici des entraîneurs qui peuvent approuver tout ça, parce qu'il y en a des arbitres, dès que tu commences à crier, ils commencent à crier contre vous pour vous calmer. Si vous ne vous calmez pas, elle va vous perdre et c'est fini pour vous dans tout ça. Parce que il ne voulait pas vous perdre comme ça, parce que lui, il réagit par mécanisme de défense. Lui, il doit éjecter toute la pression qui est sur lui et tout ce qui est en train de toucher à son ego. Et lorsqu'on commence à toucher à l'ego de l'autre, si on a cette mesure, l'ego se gonfle. Et tu commences à gonfler ton ego pour que tu puisses te protéger davantage, que tout le monde n'arrive pas à te toucher. Et donc, inconsciemment, l'arbitre commence à faire des coups de sifflet. React. Et tu vas perdre. C'est sûr. Bad team play. Vous êtes as I say, players often copy their coaching action. Tu donneras une mauvaise image une mauvaise image de vous. Et vos enfants vont vous suivre. Vos joueurs aussi vont vous suivre. Donc, what happened when you are yelling and you have young players, young people, you are showing your kid that it's okay to yell at people. You can yell at everybody. Don't forget that. That means if these kids, you have game in the weekend, and tomorrow these kids have classroom, be sure they can use many negative behaviors on the classroom, because for him, you give him the opportunity to refuse any authority. No respect at home for his family, for his parents, for his mother, her mother. No respect for the teacher, because he give him an example, a good example. Yelling all the time to the authority, to the ref, all the time. This is now problem. This is the other. This is the ref, and you are bleeding again. Don't forget, 20 years from you, now the kids will remember what you are doing on the court. Everything. If you are yelling all the time, you are crying. For him, you are the best. For him, you are more than his father, more than his teacher, and he will follow your behavior. He will follow what you are doing on the court. Now we will see experienced coach from MBA, what they say about communication skills, about reps, and we will see. We will make to take a place between them, to take a situation, to have more information about big coach. Mike Brown, Popovich. Now what they do like strategy. The two men there, the two guys here, you know them very well, huh? Before most games, Coach Anders usually head-to hand checks. Il salue les entraîneurs. I remember in Olympic Games 2012 in London, I will never forget it for me. For the first time for me, quarterfinal USA Australia. When we are entering to the court, they handshakes hands with me, with my colleagues, and they tell us they ask us with names. Hi, Samir, how are you? It's good. How is Morocco? And the other, this is the coach of USA. Other coach also of Australia. And the two coaches are in NBA. Hi, Mr. Samir, how are you? You know, how Mr. Lamonica, how Mr. Alejandro. They know the name, and they handshake. Did you do it one day before? Did you do it one day before in Morocco, in Jordan, in Palestine, in Egypt, in Tunisia, in Morocco? And you will see what will happen on the court. Handshake. For Mike Brown, Greg Popovich, addressing refs by their first name. Mr. Samir, Mr. Mohammed, Mr. Aziz, Mr. Hashim. This, when you are addressing somebody with the name, you open the first channel of communication with him. Before the game, before the court, not on the court, outside of the court, just in the locker room, we are just entering to the gym. And listen to Mike Brown, what he's saying. He set the tone early. You know, I tried to set the tone early about having a communication during the game. When he started handshaking before the game, telling the name, he set the tone early. Il annonce la couleur. Il annonce la couleur dès le départ. Ce sont des gros entraîneurs qui déclarent ça. C'est pas moi qui dis ça. Hein. C'est Mike Brown, Popovich qui dit. Pour nous, et Mike Brown, il y a 2 ans, il était en Afrique du Sud de Basketball Without Borders avec nous là-bas. Et il fallait le rapprocher pour le voir comment il travaille avec les petits enfants. Comment il, on dirait un ange gardien. C'est un ange gardien, en vrai. Mais de loin, vous allez dire que c'est quelqu'un de dur, de dur. De toute façon. Lorsqu'on commence à saluer et à appeler l'arbitre avec son nom, c'est pour Mike Brown, parce que c'est un élève de Popovich, il a travaillé avec lui. Donc, il commence à donner la couleur. Il annonce la couleur. Donc, il couvre un canal de communication. Il devient la communication fluide parce qu'il a besoin de communiquer avec l'arbitre. Il a besoin, en tant qu'entraîneur, de demander quelque chose de l'arbitre. Il ne fallait pas. L'arbitre et l'entraîneur ne sont pas des ennemis, ce n'est pas une guerre. Alors, other coach, 95%, I was going to get technical foul. I'm sure. For him, he used a technical strategy to have a technical foul, to open communication more and to get more positive consequence to continue his game. This is a strategy. We can ask him, Aziz or Hash Mohidi, if they use it in Morocco. I don't know. For me, I can't, even I have information, I can't tell that. But this is, in Morocco, I know one who uses it, but when he wants a technical foul, but not just for them, but it's not good with young kids. Take care about that. Because when you get a technical foul, it's like for the kids, it's like for young players, it's like his father who gets something wrong, so a negative thing. Take care about that. No, don't use it with young people. Now for Rudy, never get personal. It's always about the basketball player. He's talking about refs. And you know it, Tomajanovic is a great man. There's nothing personal. There's nothing personal. We finish it, handshake, and go. And for Anthony, they are doing the best they can do, and I'm doing the best I can do. And finished. This is not a war. And we remember some situation when we finished the game or before the game, nobody can talk to you. And time to time, you can never, some situation, you cannot meet the coach. And the coach don't meet the refs. They didn't talk on the game. Not ever before, not ever after. Just what about this? Crying about some situation and then go. This is not good. Try to make a contact with refs. Both of you, coach and ref, you are the two valuable persons on the game. Without you, nothing can do it. They cannot, the players go and play in the game. No spectators can follow in the game without coach and without ref. Now, some question from a psychotherapist about this relation. First question: what is the best way for coach to approach the referee during game? What we have to do. This is not about somebody from basketball coaching or refereeing. This is a psychotherapist who is answering us how to approach ref on the game. You could make one comment if you want. Make a lot and move on. Move on. That means that you can talk now and about the future, as we said before. Not talking about, did you remember how it's possible we have 6 fouls and others they have 0? Don't forget that for the last game in the last year, you officiate for us our game and you are made a call that they kill us. What will be the result of this information? Don't forget, I understand you. I understand very well your situation, your emotion on the call. I'm sure, yes, under pressure. And time to time, you have not control for yourself, about yourself, but take care. What are you telling to the ref about this? I cannot, do you remember? It's possible in first quarter, it was 3 seconds. We are on the fourth quarter. Concentrate, focus on now, and move on. Have a court memory. Have not a, you don't have to take with you a hard disk with 1 giga. Just about, boom, one information, please, coach, ref, we need done. And you have a target in your mind that you need something, not just talking for talking. Every word that would go third player context, if you have a player, he's talking to the refs and first thing to this, pull it from the game or get the player out. Ask for a substitution for him. This is the perfect thing. Don't let the players interact with the ref. You will lose a player because the players on the court need to make a decision, technical decision, individual tactical decision, to make a shot or to make a pass or make a drive. Collective, group tactical things, system. You have to do many decisions. How it's possible to let your kids or to let your players is talking to the rest. Also, the rest take information that you cannot control your bench. You cannot control your player. Everybody is in the bench is talking. Every player is on the court. Stop. Nobody talks to the rest. This is good for you. This is good for your positive image. Your image like a leadership. Leadership is not good. It's not about that you have more players behind you, more followers behind you. This is what you can product. You can give more leadership like you. Leadership. This is not about that you are the boss with more followers, but leadership. What was your level to help others to be leadership like you, better than you, and you will be a good leadership. Don't take this in mind. Another question: you have got to be way calmer than your kids. Il faut que tu sois bien calme et contrôlé. Contrôle yourself, contrôle toi-même pour que tu puisses contrôler tes enfants. Si tu t'agites et tu cries et tu te balances à droite et à gauche, tu n'arriveras jamais à contrôler les enfants. Et comme je dis, il y en a d'autres entraîneurs, il y en a d'autres arbitres qui sont en train de voir le match. Il y en a beaucoup de monde qui sont en train de voir le match. Comment ça se fait, le coach n'arrive pas à se contrôler? Comment il va contrôler nos petits? Comment il va contrôler ses joueurs? OK? Troisième question, third question. How can constructively critique an official? That means, comment on peut critiquer mais dans la construction, dans la positivité avec l'entraîneur. Première des choses, first thing, friendly handshake, that we see before. Speak from your own perspective. Essayez de parler de ta vision de voir les choses et n'attends pas à ce qu'il vous donne une réponse que vous voulez être la bonne réponse. Il suffit de dire comment tu vois les choses de ton angle, de ta façon. Et laisse-le parler. Remember, when you are talking more time with ref all the time, you finish it again. Don't forget, you can have the same ref for the next time. Even you cannot have in this ref in second next time, but you can have it in 1 month, in 1 year, 1 year after, and you will have a problem with it. The first handshake. Oh, I'm sorry for the last time. We are not good. I'm sorry because we lose 4 games. It was the 5-1 with you. Sorry, we cannot. This will be not good to start the game like this. It's not good. It's not good. Take care about officials are human. Treating them the best way to get the same treatment back. Traiter les gens comme tu veux être traité. Tu veux être traité avec respect. Tu dois traiter les autres avec respect. Tout simplement. C'est simple. La règle est très, très simple. Et c'est essayer d'incorporer ces données-là, de les retravailler, de s'entraîner sur ces choses-là pour que vous puissiez donner la vie. Maintenant, comment gérer? Handling have many sense. Can be manipulate, but it's not good to use it here. Handling is like handling, they taking something like this and go with. This is we can use it in human management, handling a ref. First thing, trust before the game. Build trust before the game. And chicken, how are you? How is the tournament? How are you, Aziz? How is going here? How is going? How was your last game? How was your trip? Have you slept well? You say that's all. And smile. That's all. On commence et pour établir la confiance dès le départ, il faut saluer. Bonjour, ça va coach, ça va, comment ça va, le voyage, ça va bien marcher, super. Ok, bonne chance. Voilà, c'est rien pour un entraîneur. Et il faut demander à l'arbitre, s'il y a un jeune arbitre, est-ce que ça va? Tu as bien arbitré cette saison, ça marche pas, tu aimes le basket, et tu gagnes la confiance. Parce que tu gagnes la confiance de ce jeune, tu gagnes la confiance de l'arbitre. Déjà, vous commencez à bâtir une confiance entre vous. Prenez leur nom, comme on vient de dire, learn their names. It will be good if you ask him, ref, come on, where was the foul? Hey, ref, how it's possible there is a foul there? That will be good if you can tell him, hey, Hamo, come on, how it's possible? Or Aziz, or I don't know, Aslan, how it's possible? Hey, Aslan, when the ref hear the name, they open mind to he can answer you. Why don't you, hey, ref, hey. It's not good. Third, how to handle in ref. Now, compliment is good. Time to time, good call, ref, good call, ref. But the big difference, where is it? This is for the beginner coach. They are just talking with the ref about negative things. Oh, it was a foul. Oh, it was 3 seconds. What do you think? It was 8 seconds, ref. It was, no. For the experienced coaches, time to time, on his team or against his team or for the teammates. A good call, ref. Good call, yes, good. And then you can in next time you can ask him for something. Please, coach. Can you see number 55? He's pushing in the rebound. Hey, coach, please. Number 15, he's using his free hands. When he's when he's driving to the basket, he's using his hands. Okay, I will take care. And also in this moment, ref know that you are following the game and you ask him something technical thing. He take care about the thing. When you ask, hey, ref, foul. Hey, ref, 3 seconds. foul, to tell him foul. Hey, ref, what do you think about number 45 in driving to the basket? He's all the time using his free hands. Okay, coach, I will take care about that. Hey, ref, foul. We lose information. There will be no reaction. There will be no sending and receiving. Okay, which foul, which 3 seconds, I don't care. 5, you are a model. You have to play a role model for your players. Teach your players not to talk with the ref. You are responsible to talk with him. And don't be a psychotic jack. You know, some refs, some coach, time to time, they take their, I don't know, what they have watched here, they lose it, bottle of water. Normally, my friend, in a country or a national federation, who have a strict rules, who have a supervisor, each game, if there is some behavior from coaches like this, minimum it was technical foul. If it was no technical foul, the ref must stop it officiating, minimal for 1 or 2 games. Because when some coaches make it like this or watching and bottle of water, oh, it's possible, everybody, minimum. Calm down, will be technical foul, but it's not good for you as a coach not to do it. It's not good for you, not for your image, not for your like a model. Adjust your play to the ref. You can look to the ref. You can look how they officiate. If they call every contact. If not, if these a ref, if these 2 or 3 refs who they have the same level of, they have the same level of contact, or they have the same level of managing the game, you have to adjust your coaching and your managing your kids. And always check in hand after the end. You don't know for the next time you will have the same ref. Now, it's just about a game. It's just a game. This is not a war. Please, coach, it's just a game. A team wins by outscoring an opponent. Don't forget that. This is not about the ref, because it's just a game. Team lose and team won. Stop. Don't blame the ref if you cannot score. Take this for you and for your players. Other things, he's a human like you. The ref is human like you. He is not your opponent. He is not with you on the ring. He is not to fight with you. This is like you. Take care, because not I'm telling that because I'm a ref. No, forget. Now, as I tell to Mr. Wahidi Aziz, now I'm talking like a coach. And as you feel in this presentation, there is nothing about rules. It's not about 3, 5, 8 seconds, 24, nothing about it. This is just about skills. Referee make few mistakes in the game than your best player. Take care on this, and you can, time to time, you can take statistics and you can see. Other things, more concentration on the ref, poor performance in coaching. Be sure of that. Because you lose focus, you lose concentration on the game, on technical things, on your players, on what you have to do to play. If you are focusing, concentrate to the ref, this is a part of your mind is used for another thing than to coaching. And the problem is about you spoils your reputation. This is not good for you, because after the game, there's many coaches who will talk about you, and many refs who will talk about you, and many coaches will analyze what you did, and many refs will analyze what you did. Just walk and walk, concentrate to your games technically. And don't forget the best thing, the topic thing. You are leading young people. You teach play how, if you are crying, yelling, you are teaching them how to disrespect the authority. They will not respect their teacher in classroom. They will not respect his father, his mother, everything, because for him you are the model and they are following you. You are the best for them. What you do, they will do. What you did, they will do after. And don't worry about your negatively influenced referees by crying, the referee's concentration. Perhaps they will call something against you. You can have a technical foul. You have a technical foul in a time, and you finish the game with 1 point or 2 points, and all the person on the gym and your team with the general manager of your team. If you are coach for senior people, they will ask you your technical foul, because you got your technical foul, we lose the game. See on the score, we lose the game by 1 point. If you didn't have had the technical foul, we can win the game. And this is not good. Stop yelling, stop crying. Take care about technical things, tactical things. Be positive. Support the ref. Good call, ref. What do you think, ref, today? How it's working? I don't know what happened with my kids. It's not good. What do you think? We can, hey, ref, you see, all my kids, they are losing the drive into the basket. I don't know what happened, ref. What do you think? I have to work more with them. Be positive. You will have positive. Be positive role model for your kids, for all the atmosphere of the gym. And how to deal with ref. Checking for the beginning, start of the game, in the game. Take note about decisions, not decision, about what happened, and you can write to the responsible of your national of your league. Never confront a ref after the game, because you will have nothing. The game is have finished. Don't forget, you don't coach the referee. You are not the coach of the ref. You are the coach of the kids, of the players. And take this in your mind. You are a role model. You are a coach. You are here to coaching. You are here, you and the ref, to work together. People like to follow you, not you, your players, the game, not you and the ref. A review for all of this. More questions, we have to put it, and you can ask it if you like. What I can do, what I can tell you in the end, it was for me like a coach who make presentation for ref, or a coach who make presentation for coach. This is more than 10 years. I didn't do presentation for coaches like a coach. And thank you. It was good. We have passed many times. Thank you. And we are open for, sorry for the inconvenience of the time, Mr. Wahidi, Mr. Aziz.
Thank you very much, referee. It was a good lecture, very precise. You give us a clear idea about the skills to get in order to behave in a good manner. I have some questions to be asked. If you want to take notes, please. And the questions, you can put them in the order you like. Okay.
Okay. Mr. Wahidi, you can. There's no problem. You can tell me about one of the first one, and they can answer. There is no problem.
Okay. Alors, the first question is some referee willfully ignore completely the request of the coach. What is correct to be done at your point of view? To talk to the first referee, or to repeat your request to any one of them till you get the answer?
Yes. But I have a question. they ignore your question, or you ask it like a coach. But perhaps that's like feeling. If they ignore it, you can make a timeout, and in this moment you can ask that I need timeout to talk to the coach, to the ref. But don't forget that we talked before in slides before that if you are asking him you want to talk to the ref and the clock is running, if the clock is running and you are all the time hey ref, we need the ref, 3 seconds, he will all the time ignore you, because you know how it's possible the clock is running and you are asking me information. I cannot threat like a ref information on the court and also on the same time your information outside of the court. If the coach is respectable and the coach in the clock is where the clock is stopped and he's asking him and the coach ignore, you have to adapt your coaching, because you know time to time it depends of the ref. There is no rules who ask the ref to respond into the coach. This is
Thank you very much, referee. I have got another question. At your point of view, what is the right way to deal with a bad referee who take bad decisions towards your team?
You know, it depends about your perception.
This question was put by Kuhu Abdelmoughit, the player of Sidi Qasim, and the player of your native town, Taza.
Yeah, Kuhu is he's a big player. I respect him. For me, and you know, Kuhu was for me a model. Do you remember this? Kuhu was for me a model, because for me he's playing in Taza like a team, and I'm in this time I'm training with the coach under 15, and for me is a model, and also my coach was a model, and then Kuhu will be in the future a model for all the people from Taza. We know in Qasem, in Kawkab Marrakesh, for us it was like a model. We want to be like Kuhu, but the problem was Kuhu have more hair. For me, I have no hair. No problem. It depends for your perception of bad calls against you. It depends, because if it's really bad calls, that means that for you have to talk to the crew chief. If this ref is not a crew chief, if you think that the crew chief himself, crew chief is the first referee. Now they changed the name. Like comme le premier arbitre sur le terrain de foot, il y a un crew chief en basket. Pour revenir en français, c'est que ça dépend pour vous. Est-ce que il est contre vous ou bien c'est réellement? Si c'est pas le premier arbitre, il faut demander au premier arbitre, demander des explications, s'il vous plaît, je crois. Si vous avez vraiment raison, le premier arbitre va approuver ça, il va vous dire qu'il va régler tout ça. Soyez rassurés. Donc, sinon, il vous reste d'écrire, faire la réserve technique avec en bonne et due forme. Et surtout, si vous avez des enregistrements, quelque chose comme ça, ça va renforcer votre requête.
Thank you very much, referee. Is it a good idea, the fact of encouraging some referees during the game?
Sorry, what?
Someone is asking if it's a good idea to encourage the referee, for example, yelling, great call, referee, well-spotted referee. What do you think about coaches who encourage referees? I think it's a bad idea.
I have no answer. That means what you want to tell this about, because I didn't understand him.
Par exemple, certains coachs encouragent certains arbitres en disant bravo, monsieur l'arbitre, c'est une bonne décision. Est-ce que ça c'est une bonne manière? Is it a good manner?
Oui.
Or it's
Oui, oui, ce que je
It's
viens de
better to question this kind
Yes.
of behavior.
No, listen. This is a big difference. Like I put it in the presentation. This is about compliments. This is not about encourage. Encourage. This is like you are making something like kids. It will be good, but not for all the game. Yes, good call, ref. One time, two time. If it will be third, fourth, perhaps this coach, peut-être que cet entraîneur est en train de faire l'ironie du comportement, parce que peut-être lorsque tout le match est en train de dire ah, bravo, bravo, tu vas énerver l'autre entraîneur. On peut la faire 1 à 2 fois et après, ça y est, c'est fini. Pour les jeunes, c'est good call, yes, one, twice, but not for all the game.
Yes, you're right, referee. Once, twice, not more. Not more. I have the last question. How should a coach approach a referee who is being clearly biased towards the other team? C'est-à-dire, à votre avis, comment on peut aborder un arbitre qui est, par exemple, partial?
Ça reste difficile de dire partiel ou pas.
Oui, c'est vrai. Ça, ce sont les. Excuse-moi, on est en train de relater de manière claire les questions de nos adhérents.
Oui, oui.
Ce ne sont pas des questions qui nous engagent, ce sont des questions de nos adhérents. Et merci de votre patience.
Ouais, pas de problème, mais c'est difficile de dire que c'est partiel ou pas, parce que pour dire partiel, qu'est-ce que vous avez comme information? Les statistiques. Vous pouvez dire non, il y a le nombre de fautes à l'encontre de mon équipe. Peut-être que vous avez un style de défense agressif et vous avez 6 fautes contre 0. Qu'est-ce que vous allez faire? C'est difficile d'être partiel, ça demande, c'est un jugement de valeur très difficile, pour ne pas dire, mais pour le prouver, ça demande beaucoup d'analyse technique et tactique. On tombera sur un entraîneur qui a un style de coaching de l'Europe de l'Est, et avec un autre coach qui a une culture américaine. L'un, il est ouvert sur l'attaque, l'autre, il est fermé sur la défense. Et là, c'est tout à fait. Il y en a des entraîneurs au Maroc qui viennent de vous dire que moi, j'ai 14 fautes et l'autre, il a 4 fautes. L'autre, il a open sa défense, elle est ouverte et il joue par exemple la défense de zone tout le temps. Et toi, que tu as eu 14 fautes, vous jouez le box and one, le 1 contre 1. Et ça, c'est difficile de dire ça. Partiel, c'est difficile. Sur le terrain, tu ne peux pas dire ça est partiel, ça n'est pas partiel. Ça demande beaucoup d'analyse.
Merci, notre arbitre international. On est dans le temps. Merci d'avoir respecté le temps qu'on vous a accordé. C'était une intervention qui va rester dans les annales des jeunes, que ce soit les jeunes coachs et aussi les jeunes arbitres. Ça doit constituer une référence pour eux. Ils doivent faire recours de temps en temps parce que ça va permettre d'adopter les comportements qu'on peut dire corrects pour agir avec les arbitres sans qu'il y ait d'incidents et sans qu'il y ait de problèmes. Encore une nouvelle fois, Monsieur S.Abaakil, merci pour cette intervention claire, précise, très succincte. Et ça va pas être, j'espère bien que ça va pas être la dernière fois qu'on aura affaire à vous. Je sais que vous êtes une personne donneuse, dans le sens où à chaque fois qu'on fasse recours à vous, vous répondez toujours positive, et ça, c'est une qualité qu'on devrait reconnaître de Samir. Je vais vous donner le dernier mot pour clore cette intervention. Chers adhérents, rendez-vous demain au même rendez-vous. Vous aurez un autre invité de grande envergure. D'accord? Et le dernier mot à referee Samir, et encore une nouvelle fois, merci, merci, merci.
C'est à moi de vous remercier de me donner cette opportunité de partage. Cette opportunité de partage aussi m'a donné le flair pour que je puisse faire des recherches sur tout ce qui est entraînement en rapport avec l'arbitrage, parce que c'est difficile, c'est de partir de l'entraîneur vers l'arbitre. la majorité du temps, on travaille sur l'arbitre. C'était une occasion pour que je puisse enrichir davantage mon expérience. Et merci à la MBCA qui m'a donné cette opportunité. Merci pour le sens de partage. J'espère vous revoir, Inch'Allah, une autre fois sur un terrain. Et je vais essayer de filmer avec la complicité de MBCA Academy. Et on peut travailler sur votre langage du corps, Inch'Allah, avec des séances vidéo. Je vous dis au revoir ou merci à vous.
Alors, je vous souhaite tous une bonne fin de journée. À demain, au même rendez-vous avec un autre invité de grande taille. Merci à vous tous. Au revoir.